Assalamu alaikum. Hi, everyone. Warmly welcome to all of you. This is just a quick sort of discussion with one of the lifting supervisor, because mostly companies, instead of hiring rigger level 1, 2, 3, they started creating a position as a rigging and lifting supervisor or lifting supervisor. So one of my best Saudi friend, he applied in one of a mega brand or kind of a company, marine industry. So today I'm just going to give him some sort of interview tips and the things the client could be expecting as an employer, from his side. So I hope the moment I'll upload this video, surely you will get some insights. So the major responsibilities, definitely I'll highlight in shape of key points right after this intervention. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you, Mr. Fahad? Warmly welcome.
You can see me. You can see I already opened the video here. Sir.
Okay, mashallah. So we are quite live. How are you, mashallah?
I'm fine. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I just started my video call. I don't know. You can see my face or not? I cannot see here.
No, your face is quite visible. Your voice is quite clear. Thank you very much. So
Thank you, sir, for your time, and thank you for your effort. Captain Hussein has already recommended you, sir, to help me out. So I appreciate your time that you are going to spend with me, and inshallah, in future there will be inshallah training later on, inshallah, attending to your institute. Thank you very much.
inshallah. So nice of you, Mr. Fahad. So, Mr. Fahad, in a nutshell, I evaluated, what are the expectations of the employer you are going to give your interview tomorrow, mashallah, and all the best. First of all, good luck.
Thank you very much, sir.
And I will help you and bless you further.
I
So,
appreciate
Mr. Fahad, this company basically they have designed a system based on IMS. We call it Integrated
Right.
Management System.
Right.
And how they integrated, they have integrated quality management system like 9001, 2015. Then they have integrated 14001, 2015. That is environmental management system. Then they have
Correct.
integrated ISO 45001, occupational health and safety management system. So these, and then marine standards and several other, industry specific standards and regulatory standards. So they have combined, benchmark all the standards and created a IMS, integrated management system. All their policy procedures related to this kind of quality, health, safety, environment is directly reflecting into their system. And I'm sure they need you as a lifting supervisor, as a HSE lifting supervisor or rigging and lifting supervisor, because what they want is that you have to take care of everything safely, like either any activity is there, material is there, any processes going on, all the safety requirements are being compliant, and that is your number one job, by the way. And what they are expecting is the moment you will be on job, they'll be headache free. They will give you full independence. They will give you the full safety procedures, policies, everything related to rigging, and they will expect that you will take care of according to the IMS, according to the legal regulatory requirements. So they just want to remove all their headache. That is why they need the person like you, the experienced one with the previous better experience. And of course, if you see as a lifting supervisor, your major responsibility, they clearly mention, performed according to safety and compliance with integrated management system and
Right,
international.
sir.
So that means rigging and lifting are two processes. There are thousand and thousand processes in the world. Even training
Yeah,
is a process. So
right, sir.
you will be responsible one of the most terrible critical activity that is called lifting and rigging.
Yeah. From
So
rigor 3 to rigor 1, right?
exactly. But to be very honest, under your leadership, they will give you rigor level one, like any load you're lifting above than 40 tons. They will provide
Right.
you some other engineers, staff like rigor level one, rigor level two,
Rigor.
three, or
Right.
stand this signal man, crane operator,
More
which
than.
all the team. But the teams you have to lead them that they are complying and working as per the IMS requirements. They are not violating any
Okay.
policies, and
Got it.
that would be
Yeah.
your. So it's a leadership position. It's a management position, Mr. Fahad. They don't
Yes, sir. Yeah.
need you as a doyer, like all the time filling document and all. Just you need to make sure the guys are doing risk assessment. They are having permit for each activity. They are not doing anything without permission. They have method statements. That is why clearly it is mentioned. The key indicator of your job would be like identifying HSE hazards and risk. That is the area before starting the job actually.
Right, sir. Yeah.
Every process in the world have three domains: before, during, and after. Before, during, and after. So
After. Yeah.
before means you have to have a complete plan, like
Right.
HSE rigging and lifting plan. So for this one, we need to have identification of hazards and risk in shape of different documentation as per IMS. So you are not going to do anything new there. They already have system.
Right,
Only
sir.
they need a person like you to make sure that system is being implemented, fully followed up by each individual. They don't need the doyer. They just need the leader. You got my point?
Mm.
So tomorrow, just tell them that share with me all your expectations and your complete system. Rest is my headache. I will take care of everything. Give them some kind of trust and some kind of surety that you will
Right,
be
sir. Yeah.
taking care of everything because they have
Uh,
established, invested a lot of money, Mr. Fahad. IMS,
but
like if
let me.
you will hire me
So,
as a IMS consultant, I'll be charging maybe 100,000 real just for establishing policies, procedures, and all. And imagine,
right, sir.
so they have invested a lot of money already in the system. Just they need a person like you to manage, to keep it implemented, because sustainability and maintainability, these are the two biggest challenges in the world. System
Right,
everybody
sir.
can establish overnight sometime, but keeping it fully implemented, compliant, that is why they need a leader like you. And if you see organization of timely inspection of lifting, it's not like you have to inspect. There would be
Right.
like lifting inspectors available. Just make sure
Yeah.
they are doing their job on time, reporting to you, and you are taking care of that. The reporting is in line with the requirements, and the checklist is not just tick tick tick. you know,
Yeah.
you
All
got my
right.
point. Because
Yes, sir. Yeah.
that's why they need a leader, the supervisor, like whoever is bringing and or saying, "Oh, I have done this." Okay, you just as a supervisor make sure they have done it accurately, and it's not fake takes, they are the genuine takes, because ultimately any fake take mean a source of disaster, god forbid anything could happen later on, because they just
Right.
take, oh, full this rigging and lifting, like hook was okay, okay, crane styles were okay, or
Yeah.
driver was okay. So just tick tick, you don't need an okay shape, just make sure they are the genuine ticks, and that is
That's the
why
checklist.
a supervisor
Yeah.
like you. Okay,
Right.
they will. That means there would be a system. There would be like formats, policies, procedures, rigging and lifting, SOPs. Everything will be available there. Just you need to make sure that you are the person going to
Right.
implement and keep it well maintained. And see, the biggest job is safety culture, and it's a huge word. Looks like very small, but
Yeah.
inside in the like 2030 vision of Saudi Arabia, why you have 2030 vision of Saudi Arabia? Because it's a cultural dynamic shifting. You are going to
Right.
have a new culture. You are going to change the culture. So it's required years, like 10 years, 15 years. So within that company, you would be the key leader to establish and develop the safety culture. And
Right.
in a nutshell, I can say you are the one going to make them realize that janitor to general manager, everyone is responsible for safety. Everyone.
Right.
That is number one. Second thing is they have to be the safety manager of their own area, their own activities. And you as a leader need to support them.
Right, sir. Yeah.
You as a leader have to support them. Either he's a general manager, he's a board member, director, president. You will not differentiate, Mr. Fahad. For you,
But sir,
everybody is kind of a person, working in that company and make sure they're complying all the safety policies. They are the role models. Imagine if the general manager is not wearing the helmet and coming to your site and
right.
you accept him, without safety,
Well, that's a very
hard
big
hat or
impact
something
on
like that.
the culture, of course. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right.
So it's a trickle down effect. That means,
Right.
and it starts from you also, Mr. Fahad. Like you're all PPs, you are not violating any safety rules, you are acting safely, and then you
Yeah.
first become like a role model. Then you start influencing others also, including
But
top
sir,
management, middle management, and the lower
uh,
management.
let me just, sorry, sir, to interrupt you, but I will tell you something. They called me first time. Actually,
Okay.
my background is all in HSE as being HSE officer for almost 14 years offshore, with Aramco.
Mashallah. Excellent. Excellent.
And now I transfer to the MAM again under project with the SS7 under ZAML. But
Mashallah.
they called
Excellent.
me first time, and the guy he was asking me about LEE, I believe lifting engineering, something like this.
Yeah,
And yeah,
but
yeah,
actually, to be very honest, as a safety officer, you don't need. If you are applying as a rigger level one, then you need.
that's right. Yes, that's why I wondered. I told them I do my job. I can control the
Exactly.
site. I can do the checklist. I can check also the certification of the crane and the crane operator, riggers.
Exactly.
This is the job of the safety officer. But
Mm.
technically, I don't have to interfere. If there is a fittings, hardware, gear, I have to check them all and check the calibration and this
Yeah.
belt and
But Mr. Fahad still encourage them. You are ready to learn, actually. You are ready to
yes,
achieve this certification on their cost, not the
right.
cost from your pocket. So
Again,
that's
they
a great
called me
learning.
again. They have maybe they had a doubt with these answers, but again they sent me email and they called me. They said we are insisting to make a interview with you. I said okay, no problem. That's all right.
Okay.
That's why it's tomorrow, inshallah, around 1500 hours will be afternoon. And I wish really good. You see, we go. Here we go. By the way, I have the knee push.
Yeah,
IGC.
that's why I was going to highlight. And
Yeah.
what is Nibosh? Like Nibosh, I see how they mentioned. They must be specifically to be mentioned like Nibosh IGC, Nibosh PSN, Nibosh HSW, Nibosh IDIP. What is Nibosh actually? Because it's
Yeah.
Nibosh itself is an examination board, right?
Right,
So what
sir. Yes.
specific qualification? So that means they also don't have that much clarity, to be very honest. That is why they
Right.
confuse. They are asking LEA certification, they are asking LOLER also, but that all should be with rigging and lifting supervisors or engineers or rigger level one and two. But you as a safety
Right.
leader, if you learn by your wish, your choice, that is a different story. But they can't make
Right.
you bound to get that certification. You get my
Right.
point. So Nibosh
Yes,
is,
sir.
you have Nibosh IGC, right?
Yes, yes, that's right, sir. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect, mashallah. So that's more than enough. And also experience is unbeatable. You have 14 years experience.
Right.
I think because they are not very
Well, I
much
have three
knowledgeable, that is
approvals
why
also.
they are in
Three
doubts.
approvals from Aramco.
They are in doubts, Mr. Fahad. That is why they are calling you for interview. Otherwise, with 14 years experience, who calls, who spend and waste time for interviews actually? A
Right,
person
sir.
like
Yeah.
experience is unbeatable, mashallah. So,
Well,
but
I
still,
wish to success. I wish to
yeah,
success tomorrow.
Inshallah. Just tell them you have IMS, I have a certification qualification, and also I have 14 years experience. So what else you need from me? Just let me
Right.
work and see the result. You keep an eye on the results. See the number
Right.
of incidents goes down. See the whole system is well implemented, and check my leadership after like 3 months or 1 month or 6 months. Check the
Right.
result. Actually, why you are too much worrying even before? Otherwise, get an hire fresh person and then have interviews and then show your all
Right.
doubt. But if you are talking to an experienced person, then please give him a job. I mean, you are hiring a smart, intelligent person, and now you need to
Right.
tell what to do, how to do. You get
Yes.
so it's
Yes, I
illogical.
got it.
But
It's a
still
well
they have
trained.
doubts. Yeah, still they have doubts in their minds. Might be something. They're not satisfied with either the person would be fit to our culture or not. Just that satisfaction you need to give them tomorrow. Rest is all okay.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Now, if you see number five, Mr. Fahad, if you see number
Yes,
five,
sir.
provide lifting HSE expertise. That means you have to be brilliant in two processes in shape of HSC professional in rigging and lifting and hosting in other words. So just
Yeah.
make sure in these three areas or safe crane operations. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, in-depth risk assessment, method statement, hazard identification, control implementations, according to the international. That is the area where you need to continually learn. Even you have 14 years experience, still explore some new ideas. Explore AI, artificial intelligence, robotic technology. Explore what new things are coming to make these process more safer and come up with ideas and give them some insights. Okay, this is how we can make further to our processes
I'm
better.
sorry, sir. What's the meaning of LO liar? Sorry, in number four, I believe, after the Nibosh, Lee and
Uh-huh.
Loler. What's that
Mhm.
meaning? What's the abbreviation here?
Yeah, actually, if you just,
Because they're going to ask me again. I'm sure about that. But I found it in the Google. But I need to ask you something. If the what's the
no,
because I
this
have
is
a half an hour.
operational. This is operational qualification that you are a certified rigging and lifting kind of a professional. As a
Yeah.
like mostly, if I want to work as a Leah trainer, then I need train the trainer from Leah. If I want to perform as a trainer, if I want to perform as a rigging and lifting supervisor, not HSE supervisor,
Right, sir.
like operational kind of things, then I need Leah certification, and Lular also,
Yeah.
because these are the points where they're looking for. But your focus is HSE, health, safety, environment. And Leah and Lawler even no harm to study these standards because they would also be talking about safety.
So I can answer
Their
them back.
portion.
I can answer them back when they ask me about this. I said what exactly you said, that my focus or focal point on HEC,
True.
tasks, not on the technical, because this is belongs to the riggers.
Exactly. But yes, if you will be more knowledgeable than riggers, even as a
Right,
HSE supervisor, you can handle them better. That is their
right,
intention. So tell them I'm
right.
ready to learn actually. I'm ready to learn to be qualified from Leah and Lawler,
Yeah,
but you have to invest actually because it's a lot of
right.
money, Mr. Fahad.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a lot of money. You need to
Yeah,
have
thank you very much
like
for the info. Thank you very much for the info, sir. I wish really I have a half an hour, tomorrow for from 3 o'clock up to 3:30, so they're gonna question me, of course,
no problem. Tell them, okay, you want me to be more productive. I'm ready to be a learner, and I'll achieve these qualifications also. But to be very honest, in the industry, everybody need myself as a safety profession that I am NIBOSH IGC certified. I have HSC relevant qualifications. But
Right.
since you are enforcing me to learn, then definitely it's part of my job. So I have to learn and I'll be qualified also very soon. But
Inshallah,
you
inshallah.
need to plan some budget for me. So that you need to
Thank you
make
very
your
much.
mind.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, I would be recommend your institute, of course, as a trainer.
So nice. Thank you very much. So responsible for ensuring our requirements. This is the area. You are responsible for ensuring all the requirement. Now, this word will help you, Mr. Fahad, because the requirements means some requirements will be coming from DIA, some from dollars, some from legal laws, some from ISO standards, some from different, some from OSHA regulations. So whenever the requirements are coming, and they all are mentioned in SOPs, SOP like standard operating procedure of rigging and lifting, already established by your company. So within that SOP, they have mentioned clearly what are the requirements you have to comply with, and the major requirements are method statement. Again, now these are your areas to do it individually or as a team, but as a team is more important. Like if you are the one doing everything by yourself, you are the risk assessor, you are the person preparing method statement, you are the person having complete lifting and rigging study, and you are the person getting permits and issuing the permits, then it's illogical, right? So make sure can you get things done by your team, not by you. But you as a leader have to make sure everybody is having method statement before performing any activity. They have risk assessment and well understanding also, and they are involved. Mr. Fahad, they are involved in assessment. It's not your job to do everything by yourself. That is the area where that is why
as associate work, associate with other team.
Yeah, exactly. And for permit to work system, to be very honest, Saudi Aramco work permit system is one of the best system I can claim.
Yes, you're right, sir.
Yeah,
I
so
am very familiar with the work. I am every day issuing the permit, for the guys there.
True. Okay, and then that is the area, mashallah, where your communication is already excellent. You need to handle team meetings, and also some induction you need to deliver. Okay, so mashallah, the way you're communicating with me, you are excellent, mashallah. So
Thank
just
you very much, sir.
induction and handle some team meetings and show your knowledge and help them, and ultimately it's your country, Mr. Fahad. To be very honest, you guys have to be brilliant in everything to manage your country. We are here temporarily, right? So inshallah, that is why Saudization is another challenge, for because the Saudi government is also want the Saudis have to be in HSE.
In my white hair, I'm almost 40 years old. خلاص.
But anyway, mashallah, and to be very honest, you should start your own training institute, by the way. Ask Mr.
Maybe in future, why not? It will be
Captain, let's start our own institute.
Inshallah, it will be planned ahead.
Yeah, inshallah. So monitor safety performance, of the team members. That means they'll be performing and you will be measuring their performance. So you are not the doyer, Mr. Fahad. You just need to support them, facilitate them, guide them, train them, provide them the complete system, and making sure they are doing everything as per the HSE system. Okay. That's why number 9 is clearly mentioning monitor safety performance of the team members and nominate best performance for the management recognition. So you are the one going to evaluate who is the best, like best employee of the month.
Right.
In HSE, you are the one going to evaluate and give them some recognition, maybe a certificate, maybe some rewarding environment. So tell them
as encouragement and motivation,
motivate. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. True. Some gifts, some surprise bonus, maybe 500 real, something like that. And then coming to you, Mr. Fahad, how come I got 500? Oh, you are the best person. You are the role model. You don't have any unsafe act. You didn't violate any safety rules. So you are the best person.
Safely and safety practices, the daily safety practices.
Exactly. So then, number 10 is ensure all lifting and rigging tools being used on site or within the SRV. This safe working load. Now your coordination is very much important with third party inspection companies.
Yes.
Either they are TUV or SGS or any, could be Ricky or, could be Zen inspections even. Whoever is coming. Just make sure you are not letting them only to change the sticker. Get their full job done,
Should physically check.
Yeah, exactly. No. Whenever you have schedule and contract with them, just make sure whenever they are coming for tools, equipment inspection, third party or crane inspections or lifting gears inspection, just make sure they are not just changing only the sticker. Make sure they
Right.
are doing their job honestly and they are giving you a report honestly that what is
Yeah.
missing, what is not okay, what needs to be okay. And that
Right.
phase is critically important, because your management, of course, they will not like any gaps, in that context. But at start, just share with them these are the gaps. Yes, we can correct, but we have to be more strict with third party inspection companies also, because sometimes they
Good.
just come and change the sticker and again
That's right.
and
I
again
saw that
tick,
in
tick,
my
that
own
everything
eyes.
is okay.
That's right, sir. They should check every part and everything in
Exactly.
the crane, from the hoist, hook,
Mashallah.
belt,
Mashallah. You
safety,
understand
all
everything.
the
Yeah.
no, hardware gear. Yeah, hardware. Sorry.
True. So this is the area where now you have to coordinate with suppliers, vendors, or contractors, or the third
Okay,
party
forcing load.
companies.
Yeah.
Now, how to handle them? First thing is get the contract from finance department. The moment you will
Right.
join, just study that contract. What is signed exactly? How frequently they will come, and what exactly scope of work is agreed, and then based on that create a kind of checklist. Okay, whenever third party inspection company come, you take mark, okay, they have done this honestly and reported you back. So make them your strong team members. Forget
Right.
about contractors. Whenever they are coming to perform a job, consider them, they are your employees, they are your team members actually,
Yeah.
and they will start giving you importance, inshallah. And don't accept their reports blindly, you know, because I'm the safety auditor also. So I visit as an auditor and I know
Yeah.
what is happening. Sometimes it's just formality, and the management have no problem because they also need sticker because Aramco is coming. They need sticker. Maybe the Ministry of Aviation is visiting or something like that. I hope
Right.
you. Sometimes your top management is just visiting and they need to double check, or your internal auditors or third party certification auditors, the auditors from TUV, the auditors from third party companies. So don't play, don't break the trust, I mean, don't tell a lie actually. Just be
Right.
fair, be unique, and then see the things, inshallah, and Allah's blessings also.
Inshallah.
Automatically will be
Inshallah.
rocking, inshallah. Now, on the other
Inshallah.
side, this is another area. Work with AMMO like maintenance teams. Now another coordination. So you have to be brilliant in teamwork and coordination and managing different teams. Now they are making you responsible to coordinate and work with maintenance team to perform required repairs of technical. So make sure, mashallah, you understand. For maintenance, make sure they have work permit first of all, and within the work permit, every sort of safety requirement, there is a checkbox. So don't
Yes.
let
Right.
until it's
Right.
done, and then make sure within that third party inspection teams when needed. If for this maintenance project you need third party also get involved, just make sure. And for this one, I always encourage, especially the new joiners, get the log sheet of everything.
Right.
Log of your third party inspection companies, log sheet of employees, log sheet of your heavy equipments, log sheet of your tools, your cranes, everything. Get the complete master list,
Each one it has to be. I mean, each area here. For example, the hardware, the employee certifications it should be
Mashallah.
logged on.
Excellent. Excellent.
Logged.
Excellent. Even master list of your contractors, your subcontractors, your rejected vendors,
Right.
your
Yeah.
customer, list of your customers. And get all master list, and it will help
Yes.
you because the more data you have, the more you are aware about your company, the more better
Right.
leader you will be, inshallah. That is, I'm sharing
Inshallah.
experience also because I've been in the field for the last 19 years, so Alhamdulillah.
Right.
Along with my study, I'm in the QHSE, like quality, health, safety, environment, then CSR,
MashaAllah.
social responsibility. So working as a trainer, auditor, management consultant, in different countries also, country to country. I also travel like USA,
Right,
UK, different part of the world, just project to project. So,
right, sir.
but to be very honest, just make sure you get, even at the first 3 months, the moment they will hire you, get maximum information, master list of policies, master list of documents, procedures, whatever, master
Of
list
the
of
company, of the
exact,
company.
even
Right,
master list of departments of your company. How many
right.
departments are there? And in
Yes,
which
sir.
department, what are the employees, their contact numbers, like all their contact numbers. Anybody
Right,
you need, they are accessible easily. Might
right,
be
sir.
some WhatsApp group could also be there. So make sure you are fully involved and learn. Even with your experience, first 3 months, consider that you are a great, passionate learner. And after 3 months, you will be rocking further, inshallah. Even
Inshallah, inshallah.
because first 3 months, mostly they will not listen so many suggestions from your side. First 3 months, they will be sharing their problems. These are our
I,
challenges. These are the
I
areas
will.
which are.
Right, sir. I will tell you frankly, the first guy who called me first time, he was an Indian. Or the guy I told you who asked me about LAE and that stuff. And they told them that they don't have really technical things, but as HEC, I know how to control the site, the crane, the people who
Perfect.
are working in the site. Then again, the Saudi guy called me after maybe 2 weeks later on, and I told them really it's not my field, but he said no problem, don't worry, we will support you in this field. So
They
I
have
believe there is something
no,
planned.
Mr. Fahad. They have to support you if they want
Right,
LIA certification or some other. So they have to support. They have to provide budget because these are the technical areas and already the professionals are available. Only
right,
you need to be knowledgeable to lead them. And system is
right,
already there. Every SOP is well established. You just as a leader need to make sure they are following the SOP as per IMS. So why
right,
you need to be like certified in every area? This is just like, okay, you want to work as a general manager. Where is your general manager certifications?
right.
Okay, you will be
But
managing as an operation
maybe there is
manager.
some
Show up
training.
here. So it's not like
Maybe they are planning for a training ahead. Maybe in future, maybe they can do something for me. I'm not sure, but the
inshallah,
guy
inshallah.
said
They
he will
have to.
help you.
They have
Yeah,
to, Mr. Fahad. They have to.
yeah,
Yeah. And by the way, this is an advantage for them also. The more in-depth knowledgeable you will be technically, that will help their operations. The number of injuries, the number of incidents will go down because you understood everything at micro level. Now, no one can play with you. That is where
right,
they're seeing it.
right,
Why they're encouraging you to learn and be ready for these certifications. You know
right.
and tell them, okay, I'm a passionate learner, mashallah. See, even last night we were discussing, we were learning from each other. See the passion I have. So just
Thank you.
go ahead
Thank you
with it.
very much. MashaAllah. I'm sure if you go for the interview, we're gonna pass.
Nahi,
100%.
inshallah. Allah
Thank you very
inshallah.
much, sir.
Now,
Appreciate your
at
time.
least, the team like addressing complaints, resolving problems. Now, you have to be the problem resolver.
Yeah,
Mr. Fahad, problem creators are everywhere. The real value, the
yeah.
leaders who are getting real value are the ones who are problem solvers. So they need a HSE lifting supervisor as a problem solver. It's not
But
like
what are
every
the
time.
problem, expected problems? If you can explain to me something, sir. What
No,
might be happen?
I'm just going to give example. Like
Yeah,
every day, you are having different challenges. Or somebody didn't complete method statement, or somebody didn't, and you are taking all these things and putting in the head of top management. Then they would have a reason to think why we hired you, Mr. Fahad.
right. Yes.
So, so whatever
Yeah,
issue is coming to you, whatever complaint is coming to you, just be a problem solver. Take your decision, have a strong decision making power, get the budget for your area. Tell them, this is if you because there is a triangle. I hope you have understood based on your experience also. Once you allocate responsibilities, then you give Mr. Fahad authorities also, and plus required resources then is equal to accountability. That means now you as a leader can't give excuses. You
Right.
can't, oh, this has happened because I was not
You
having
must handle
fund.
the responsibility. Yes,
Oh, the
that's
third
right.
party inspection company was late, what is my fault? Oh, the crane, was not inspected well by the inspector, what is my fault? So
Right.
you will not be like, as a leader, you will not be defensive. You have to be the person who is bold
Right.
enough, courageous, and accepting. Okay, as a leader, this is an area somehow I missed, but I'll talk to my team. I'll come up with a better solution. So we will not repeat this mistake. You know,
Right.
because your experience 14 years is based on mistakes, but every time the new mistakes. Imagine if the
Right,
same
sir.
mistake happening every day, then it's a disaster, right? That's why they
Yes,
need
sir.
you, Mr. Fahad.
That means I have to solve the problems. I don't have to throw it in on the other people ways, and
Like
that's
you
why
are hiring me. I'll take an example. You are hiring me, and then every day I'm asking you, what should I do? How should I do? This is the
right.
issue. This is the issue. This is the issue. And you will be fed up, Mr. Fahad. You will tell Ishtaq, you go somewhere
The
else.
guy cannot solve the problems, so he's not an accountable person.
True.
That's
But
right.
but you have to make sure he has authorities, required resources, and dedicated responsibilities. That is your
Right.
area to focus. The company management have to give you this is the list of responsibilities. Then according to the responsibilities, they have to give you authorities and plus required resources. Then tell them I'll be accountable. I'll
Right,
not
sir. Yeah.
come back to you every time. I'll just come back whenever the issue is, you know, powerful than my leadership.
That's right, sir.
Okay. So,
I really
mashallah,
agree.
competence level is already there. So, their hiring criteria might be they don't have that much understanding how to put the hiring criteria. They just copy paste somewhere, as per my understanding, if I'm not wrong. They just
Yeah.
copy paste from another example and just, punch in Saudi Arabia. Okay, we need these kind of qualifications
Right.
and requirements and all. But in fact, they just need a person who is like qualified HSE professional, which you are already, mashallah. Just tell them, you are going to help them even with QHSE, knowledge of QHSE management. Now, what is QHSE?
Right. Yeah.
Quality, Health, Safety, Environment Management System. And we call it IMS also. IMS, IMS mean Integrated Management System. And QHSE mean Quality, Health, Safety, Environment Management System. But both are similar.
Right. I'm sorry. IMS is meaning
IMS
what? Sorry.
integrated management system.
Integrated management system. Yes, you're right.
Like,
I got
let
it.
me
I
just
got it.
mention here integrated
Management
management.
system.
Okay,
Right. I got
we
it,
call
sir.
it
Yeah.
IMS also. Okay,
Right. IMS. Integrated management
and
system. That's right.
for this IMS, they have integrated, like I'm sure, ISO 9001, then ISO. They benchmark these standards 14001 and ISO 45001. That is why, because now it's becoming mandatory requirements, especially for contractor of Saudi Aramco or even Saudi government is going to make it
Right.
mandatory. All the companies have to be ISO certified.
Right,
So
sir. Yeah.
you don't need any piece of paper until you have a system on board, and you can't have a better system until the person like you is available as a leader, to implement
Right.
this. That is
So
why
I
they
have
need
to go through all the company system. I mean, company procedure, safety
policies,
procedure, the
procedures,
company.
SOPs, everything
Right.
you need to.
So
That's
the
why I
people.
mentioned the first three months would be your learning months. It's kind of
Right.
your
Yeah.
passionately learning period. And once you understand the system, just do the gap analysis. Okay, out of the SOP, point number 9 is not being followed. Okay,
Right.
out of SOP number this, point number 99 is not being followed. So just do the
Right.
gap analysis and have an improvement plan, and talk to the management and get the budget, and you are in, inshallah.
And by the way, I have a certificate also on the audits. ISO.
Okay, mashallah, that's a great advantage, by the way. So because
Right. So,
IMS requires somebody to be lead auditor, you
oh,
know.
mashallah. Yes, I have that certificate, lead auditor. Yes, it's
Perfect,
ISO actually. Yeah.
excellent, mashallah. That's a great advantage. Tell them that you are the certified lead auditor also for ISO 45001 or
What? Well, they
14,000.
saw my CV already. The CV already shown by in the site. They thought
Alhamdulillah,
so.
Alhamdulillah. Now, Mr. Fahad, this is the area where you have to be emotionally, mentally so much strong. Like you are, as per my observation, you are already mashallah. Because you have to be resilience, in that context. Like working under stress. Under
Yeah.
stress, you have to be brilliant in stress management. There would be certain pressures, a lot of documentation. Somebody is not following, somebody is doing unsafe acts, and somebody have this issue. Somebody need policies to be updated. Somebody required your PTW system support. Somebody need your induction. Somebody wants you to on site to supervise some of their activities. So the pressures will come from different domains. So now you have to be mentally strong to bear and face all these stresses and manage